From Bitcoin to Ethereum, Binance, Dogecoin, and Cardano, everyone is talking about cryptocurrencies. But what are cryptocurrencies and how do they work? Well, in this video, I'll help you go from a cryptocurrency noob to a cryptocurrency pro. This is Codemaster Code Documentary. What are cryptocurrencies and how do they work? Now, before we get into cryptocurrencies, let's talk about the history of money and how we got to it. Long ago, in 6,000, Mesopotamian tribes used a trade and barter system to make payments. The only way to buy something you wanted is if you traded it for something that you had. Now, let's say for example, there's a guy named Bob, and I wanted his fish for my hat. Now, here's the problem. If Bob didn't like my hat, he wouldn't accept the trade, and I couldn't get my fish. But then, that's where coins come in. Because they're made of precious metals, people accepted that they had value. So far in a trade, it doesn't matter if Bob didn't like my hat. Bob would take the coins because they had value, and I would finally get my fish. But then comes governments, and with governments come government-owned banks. And people started to move away from carrying the heavy coins to lighter paper money. But the paper doesn't have any real value like the coins. Instead, they have value because the government says that it does. But here's the problem with a system like this. If the government feels like they don't have enough money, they have the power to print more. And even though the government says that they have the same value as before, because there's so much excess money, the price really goes down. And the governments try to make up for this for printing more money. And this is how hyperinflation starts. I could create a whole video about it. In fact, if you want to, like and comment down below. And while you're at it, subscribe. Now, let's get back into the video. Now people buy things online, and we don't use paper money that much anymore. Instead, we use money that we can't even see. For example, if I wanted to buy a hat from Bob.com and bought it, my bank would record I had $19 less, and Bob's bank would record that I had $19 more. No exchange in cash. But now, we are on the stage of cryptocurrency, which some people call the most convenient era of exchange ever. Now, this is how cryptocurrencies work. Cryptocurrencies are 100% virtual. There are no coins whatsoever, there is no paper. It's just a transfer of digital assets. But the concept is still the same as every other type of payment that we've talked about so far. Think of them as spreadsheets that record who paid who to who. But instead of my bank recording that I had lost $10 and Bob's bank recording that he had gained $10, with cryptocurrencies, it's just one spreadsheet that records every transaction made. But why are people going crypto crazy? Now, there are a few advantages to a cryptocurrency like this. First off, it's decentralized, which means that while there is one spreadsheet, there are multiple copies of it. Maybe you've heard of Bitcoin mining? Well, all that is someone who set up their computer to go through the transactions on their own copy of the spreadsheet. Now this makes crypto really secure. For example, if I went to Bob.com and bought some shoes with Bitcoin, instead of checking just one spreadsheet, it'll check every computer mining Bitcoin and check their copy of the spreadsheet to check if I have enough money to buy those shoes. If they do, it'll send an OK to Bob.com and update their spreadsheet to show that I had lost money. Now this makes Bitcoin really hard to hack. For example, if I got a copy of a spreadsheet and I changed it to say that Bob had paid me back all of my money, it won't go through, because the system will realize that all of the other copies are saying one thing while your one half copy is saying one completely different thing. Now, a second advantage is it's simple. There are so many places in the world where people have internet access, which is all you need to access crypto, but don't have traditional banks. Now, this is the main part of crypto, the fact that you don't need banks. Because everything is stored by miners on a spreadsheet, there is no need for banks. You can make international payments instantly without having a delay and not having to care about spending limits and exchange rates. This makes crypto really great for everyone, especially the people we just talked about, the people who don't have traditional banks around. But why are cryptocurrencies called cryptocurrencies? Well, cryptocurrencies are called cryptocurrencies because they use cryptography. Now, one major example of cryptography is that every cryptocurrency used, like Bitcoin, is blockchain. Now, many people often get confused what blockchain is. Blockchain is not a cryptocurrency. And it's not Bitcoin either. Blockchain is a secure type of spreadsheet. The spreadsheets that are used to record all of the transactions that are made all organized into blocks. So every time I buy something with Bitcoin, it is stored in a block. The block has values like who I am, who I paid, how much I paid, and the hash, which is a unique identifier, and the hash of the previous block from the last transaction. Now, what if I went into the block and changed how much I paid? Then the hash would change. That means the transaction after mine would be invalid because the previous hash ID has been changed. Now this would render all of the transactions after that invalid. Now if you pair this with the fact that each owner has their own copy of a spreadsheet, to create a fake transaction to myself, I would not only have to change a block and every single block after that, but I have to do that on half of the computers on the earth. But if I wanted to hack a normal bank account, all I have to do is guess someone's PIN. So as you can see, crypto is really secure. But it does have some of its problems. For example, its volatility. Let's talk about investments. You may have heard people putting money into cryptocurrency. All this means is that they're exchanging their own money, dollars, for cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoins, in the hope that they shoot up in value, so that when they do, they'll be able to exchange them back for more money than they put in. Now this is where the real problem lies. Because these cryptocurrencies are new and digital, no one knows how much these cryptocurrencies are really worth. So if you find that crypto prices go up and down all the time, their prices are tied to the news. If a popular new company posts raving reviews and saying that it's going to do amazing, but if Elon Musk says something bad about it, they're going to go way, way down. All in all, I think that cryptocurrencies are great. They aren't perfect yet and can still be improved, but they're still available everywhere and provide great protection. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I have another huge video coming up really soon, so subscribe for that. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.